This is the Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the home of the Fort Wayne Komets.
Celebrating 60 years, it's time to sound off with the Komets, presented by PHP. Ready the phones, Twitter your questions and comments. Live from Wrigley Field Bar and Grill, it's your chance to sound off.
Komet fans, let's make some noise! Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm Tommy Schegler, along with Colin Chaulk. First of all, Chalker, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Look, this crowd, if we can get a crowd shot, this crowd showed up an hour before we went on the air. Congratulations for coming out and supporting the K's. Good job, everybody out there. And we hope to bring you a great show tonight. 483-8331 is the number to call. You can also send us a tweet at INC Soundoff. And if you've watched the show, you know in the next segment, we're going to give you a trivia question where you can win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Komets game. You have to answer the question on Twitter. So go on and follow us now at INC Soundoff. K's just finishing up 3 games in 3 nights, really your first stretch of a bunch of games in a row. You won on Friday night, not the effort that you would have liked in the next 2 nights, maybe not the right result that you would have liked. Just talk a little bit about the weekend, because Friday night was probably the best games you guys have played this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think the game against Rapid City was really the game that we really played well, played together, played as a team, and it was a great start. Obviously, Saturday and Sunday is not what we wanted to, the outcome we wanted, but the good thing is we got tomorrow to redeem ourselves, and then we're back on the road together on the weekend. So we'll see what happens.
You know, when you look at the weekend and how it ended up shaping out, were you surprised at all that the momentum from Friday night and playing so well together didn't carry over to the next 2?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said earlier, we didn't have a great effort or didn't come out real with a lot of jam on Saturday and Sunday. Whereas Friday, I thought we really controlled the play, except for when we got in some penalty trouble at the end there. But I mean, we really controlled the play, and Bataccio was just amazing to keep the game even close.
8,700 came out to the new Ford Center in Evansville on Saturday night. Huge crowd. You guys had to sit through another one of these pregame ceremonies. You had a couple in the beginning of the year here. What does that do to the beginning of the game?
I don't know. I'm always, hey, the other team's sitting through it too. So, they seem to come out with no problem. So,
yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and make excuses. We got to be better. How's that?
Evansville, I mean, this is a team that you play, I think, right around 13 times throughout the course of the year. Are we starting to build a little bit of a rivalry there? Because they definitely have a squad this year.
Yeah, I mean, divisional games, obviously, we want to try and win those games. Evansville, Dayton, Quad Cities, those games have to be won. Missouri, Rapid City, same thing. So if we can win most of the games in our division, we're going to be looking good at the end of the year.
483-8331 is the number to call. We'll also be taking questions from this live audience in the next segment. So start calling in now if you have a question for Colin Chaulk. We're going to take our first break. When we come back, as I said, we're going to open up the phone lines. We're also going to have that trivia question for the pair of tickets to a K's game. Come on back. That's one of the great grinders here at Wrigley, 8-inch grinder, $6.95. Come on down to Wrigley. They broadcast all the road Komet games when we're not doing this on Monday night when the K's are on the road. So come on down, check out the grinder. Welcome back to the show, everybody. We're opening up the phone lines, 483-8331. If you got a question for Colin about the team, about his personal life, you want to embarrass him, I encourage that. Go ahead. Anything from the live audience, you guys want to hop up to the mic, feel free as well. I'm going to go into Twitter box first, however. One question, and then we'll get to our trivia question. I think this is a good one. Colin, of all the teams that you've played with the Komets over the last 10 years, which one was your favorite?
Well, I think the political correct one is probably all of them,
Or now?
or now, yeah. But I think probably, I don't know, the 02-03 one was pretty special, and we won that first championship in the old UHL. And, gosh, again, it's a tough one, but maybe the first year of the IHL, that was a fun team, too. A lot of cool different personalities with Haji and Woodsy, and anyhow, it's good.
All right, it is now time for the trivia question, everybody. Remember, if you're in the live audience, No screaming out the answer. You have to answer on Twitter. What goaltender owns the Komet record for best goals against average in a season? Start answering on Twitter at INC Soundoff. First one gets a pair of tickets to an upcoming Komets game. We got another great question from the Twitter inbox. Compare how this team is coming together early on compared to last year. Last year you had a lot of the same faces. This year you're mixing in a lot of new guys. Sure. I would think that process is more difficult.
There's a good move.
Well, I think I can say, since I wasn't here at the beginning of last year, that we're coming together a lot better than we were last year. So,
very nice. Very nice.
So, no, I think obviously we've made some good strides, and we're not where we want to be. Let's not kid ourselves. But at the same time, we've been in almost every game, and the record could be different if we had some breaks.
We already have our winner in the trivia question. Fittingly, this guy's handle name is Chalker Fan.
Nice.
Which
nice.
is very interesting.
I told him the answer.
Kevin St. Pierre is the answer. 1.98 in that 03-04 season.
Nice.
So, hey, Chalker Fan, just send us a direct message. Give me your phone number. I'll call you later on and tell you how you can get the tickets. All right, let's hop into the phone lines. Our first call going to be fittingly Gold Card Rick, everybody. Gold Card, go ahead.
Hey, Chalker, I got a big question for you. You're great as assist man. When are they going to get a bona fide goal scorer, because you can set them up and we can start scoring some goals?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I should just start doing it myself. What do you think about that?
You tried that a few years ago.
I think it worked out all right.
Yeah, I think we've had a pretty good run. All right, Gold Card, I got to keep going. You got anything else you want to say?
Go Komets!
There he is,
Thank
Gold
you.
Card Rick, everybody. In case you don't watch the show often, Gold Card members are callers that are loyal callers, call in all the time, always have something good or funny to say. So if you become a good caller over the course of several weeks, you can get into the Gold Card Club. I think you should be a member of the Gold Card Club.
Well, if I get the number, I'll give you a call every week.
Well, Shrocky's been calling every week.
Oh, Shrocky. I love Shrocky. Shrocky's one of my favorite little brothers.
You have a nice nickname. Do you want to share with the audience?
Self-proclaimed Shrocky Balboa.
Shrocky Balboa.
I'm the Shrocky Balboa. Don't you know who I am? and my mama said.
I'm sure Schrock's really going to enjoy that over the next several weeks.
He was already on, so And
That's true. He was. He already had his chance to take a shot. Let's talk a little bit about the offense, because one of the things that we need to start doing is we got to start scoring some goals. What's going wrong there?
I think our shot selection. I think we're trying to get pucks to the net, and we're not getting there for second and third chances, obviously. And I think we got to just our shot selection has to be better. We got to try and get shots to the net, make sure they're rebounds, or when you do have a good chance, make sure you shoot it. And at the same time, if there's a pass that needs to be made, I know I'm always the one that's going to make it, but if have confidence that you can, if you want to make the pass, make it, and it's going to give someone else a better chance to score.
Back into the phone lines, Carl. Go ahead. You're on Sound Off with the Komets.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Doing great.
Well, and yourself?
Yeah, last night's game, I thought the effort was there. It's just that the passes weren't quite on when you needed them, and you needed to shoot a little more on the power plays. But I was just kind of curious. The Fort Wayne fans are great, but when they come out in the beginning of the game or whatever and kind of intimidate the referees, I wonder, does that work detrimental against you think?
No, I don't think so. A lot of guys have been doing this a long time, and you need to prepare each and every game, and be ready to go. And the fans, or whatever the case may be, I don't really think it plays a factor. Obviously, at home when they're cheering and they're getting things going for you, obviously it helps for sure. We love that. The other team, it's difficult for them to play, but we need to be ready regardless of the situation.
All right, thanks a lot, Carl. Go ahead, Carl. You have something else you want to say? All right, Carl's gone. All right, let's talk a little bit about you off the ice. Everybody knows you as a player by now, but off the ice, I know you have big plans for your future. You want to become a coach one day. One of our first behind the scenes on the show was you coaching up some little guys. Talk a little bit about what you want to do after hockey.
Well, I always love the teaching aspect of the game. Doing my own hockey school for I don't know how long now, 10 years or so. So would like to coach and like to be in teaching aspect, hockey schools, all that kind of stuff. So, I still feel like I got some years left playing though, and we'll just see how it goes.
Could you possibly be a coach of the Komets one day? You think that's in the cards?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, if the opportunity presented itself, I'm sure I would, take every opportunity to take that opportunity or to exhaust that opportunity. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Would you guys want to see Chalker behind the bench one day? I think you'd have a long leash. Be able to go for a while. All right.
I don't know.
One of the other things we love about this show is being able to take the audience behind the curtain. We like to call it behind the scenes with the Komets. Now, most people think that hockey players are big, rough, tough guys. We caught a different thing when we went out to their annual flu shot that the K's give them. So let's take a look at the flu shot session.
I'm going to give you a piece of Band-Aid because you have white on.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Wait.
Yeah, give me the
You want
color.
this one?
I want the colorful.
You want the colorful one? Find out where it is. Yeah.
I don't even feel it.
I don't need it.
Now let's do it again.
I'm going to assume it's right here. Oh my gosh, look how tiny these are.
Okay, Leo. Where am I sitting?
Right over here, but you got to pass out.
Okay.
They want you to pass out for us. Will you catch him?
Sure.
Make balls?
I don't have to sit down, right?
Oh, you're going to make this tricky for me.
Should I go with the right arm then?
No, you're good.
So I got tattoos on one side too.
Nope,
So.
you're good. I'll make it work. Oh, I like the does.
Thanks.
That's a nice tattoo.
Ah! No, I'm just kidding.
But then you have a chance to get the flu.
Still funky.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a live
side.
virus. This is dead.
Thanks, guys.
Ready? This ain't gonna hurt.
Let's do it.
Look at that. One tear. Just one.
Okay, you're good.
Good job, Band-Aid.
A single tear.
Rocky Balboa with the Band-Aid on.
You can have a sucker if you'd like a sucker.
Nah, suckers for kids.
All right, there you go. You took it like a man.
Ah, well,
Shrocky
guess you gotta do what you
Balboa
gotta
needed
do.
a Band-Aid.
Shrocky Balboa. Oh, man. Shrocky don't need a band. He don't bleed.
All right, we got to take a break. Leo's going to be up next segment. Colin, thanks a lot for being
Thanks,
on.
man.
Appreciate it. Take another break. Leo Thomas after the break.
These are the type of games where we gotta find a way to win. I know it's early in the season, but it's it's one of those games we don't want to look back on and say, if we would have scored here.
We had opportunities too, and we didn't do a good enough job of getting to the net. And then there are times, and we had open shots and we didn't hit the net. So, and when you take all those things and add them up throughout the course of a 60-minute game, that's going to make the difference.
We can't get too frustrated in ourselves about not scoring. We're getting the chances. We're getting a lot of shots on net. Even last night, third period, when it was time to score a goal, we had a lot of chances, and we just got to keep crashing the net.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field. Sound off with the Komets rolling on. We welcome in Leo Thomas to the show. Leo, welcome to the show. You heard the guys talking there, and that was after last night's game, a 3-2 loss to Quad City, where you guys had a 1-0 lead. How disappointing was it to have the lead early on in that one and not be able to close it out at home?
Yeah, it was tough. I thought we played pretty well in the first period there, and Quad City's that kind of team that just likes to stick around, and if you don't get couple goals there in second period there, it's pretty rough.
They put a lot of shots on goal. I mean, is that kind of their MO early on in the season?
Yeah, they are. They're a pretty hard-working team, and they don't give up at all. They got a bunch of small guys that are just real pests out there,
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about the offense. I know I asked Colin. I think the glaring thing for anybody who's watched the first 5 games, it has been a struggle to score. Only 10 goals over the first 5 games. Is that a case of maybe trying to be a little too pretty early on, and with a road trip coming up, maybe more willing to go down and just get the dirty goal?
Yeah, I think so. I know I'm giving up chances, to shoot the puck, and just guys are just, not shooting enough, looking for that pretty goal. We just need to get grind it out and get some dirty goals. So.
Absolutely. All right, 483-8331. The phone lines are open. Let's go to Bill, and then we'll have a question from the audience after Bill. Bill, go ahead.
Hi, Leo, and hi, Chalky. I just wanted to call and say hello. I've been a long-time Comet fan since 859. You guys are a credit to wearing the Comet uniform. And you hear things from fans and so-called experts that don't skate, and I just wondered what your feeling was about, as players, you and Colin, what do you think you as a team, not just you individually, but you as a team need to do to improve the record or the ongoing season that we're in now?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
What do you think you as a team need to do to improve the, if you had to pinpoint a couple things early on that you guys aren't doing well right now?
Well, obviously we're not scoring goals. That's one thing. I think we're putting together good games. Like Friday night we played a full 60 minutes. We played really well. The last couple games just basically scoring more goals. I think defensively we're doing well also. So that's it.
All right, let's go to the audience here. What's your name, buddy?
Cole.
Cole, what's your question for Leo?
Chaulk told me to ask where you get your hair cut.
I actually do it myself.
Really?
I just did it 2 hours ago before I got here.
You missed a spot back here.
I probably did. I was in a rush, you know?
All right, thanks a lot, Cole. Appreciate it. All right, another audience question. What do you got, buddy? What's your name?
Sam.
Sam, what's your question?
This is kind of towards Leo and Colin.
Okay.
I noticed this year, because I read the paper every day, and this year you guys don't have as many veterans as you do, and Sim said you guys are trying to put together a younger and faster team. Do you guys like having younger guys that can go faster? Do you like playing with all the veterans that you guys always like?
That's a good question. It's always good to have younger guys on the team. I think, they bring a lot more energy. But, I mean, a guy like PC Druin, he's been a legend in this town, and he's a very good hockey player, so it can go either way. Can we use PC right now? I would say yeah, but, I mean, the young guys are doing pretty well right now also. So.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate the question. And you need speed in this league. Bottom line, you definitely need speed.
Yeah, you do. It's a lot faster than the IHL days.
All right, we got a couple more people waiting to ask a question. I'm going to have you wait until after the commercial break, though, because we got to take our last commercial break. But before we do, I want to let you know about a couple of different things. Have you ever wanted? Let's hold off on the applause just yet. But have you ever wanted to have an opportunity to order a Comet around? Have you guys ever wanted that? Well, Tuesday, December 6th is your opportunity. Tip a Comet will be going on at the North Clinton Applebee's. It's December 6th, as I said. The entire team is going to be waiting on tables. The tips are going to help out Make-A-Wish fundraising. You got to work for those tips, Leo.
I'll be working. Don't worry about it.
I heard Colin was shaving his legs for it. And from what I heard, there's a great crowd out here this past Saturday night for the K's first road game of the year. Wrigley Field Bar and Grill is the official road game viewing bar of the K's all year long on the big screens at Wrigley. They're going to have the games up. There's 3 road games this week, tomorrow night, Friday, and Saturday. So get on down to Wrigley for the road games. Got to take our last break. We'll be right back. The 2-minute power play. Let's put the clock up on the screen and let's get it going with Corey. Corey, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to know why we don't put Henley in front of the net on the power play.
Why don't we put Henley in front of the net on a power play?
You have to ask Simmer that question. I don't know.
Okay, Colin Chaulk says because he can't stick handle, Corey. I think he knows better than most. All right, Corey, thanks a lot. All right, let's go into the Twitter box, 4838331. Start calling now. Okay. Are there any future roles planned for Hollywood Thomas? You've already been in one movie.
Yeah.
Are there more to come?
I hope so. I got one other offer after that first one I did, but it was too close to camp, so I turned it down.
What was the name of the first movie if people want to go check it out?
The first movie is a Mike Myers movie called The Love Guru.
All right, good stuff. All right, let's go with.
And I play a black hockey player.
Okay, so there was a lot of acting involved.
Yeah,
okay. How about going on the road? I mean, you guys are getting ready to go on four-game road trip. You got a team that's new together. It's some hours on the bus and together to kind of get to know each other. Is that maybe what this team needs right now, chemistry-wise?
Yeah, I think so. I know we've been playing at home, the first three games, I think. So it's good to get on the bus, and go have dinner with all the guys and just get to know each other well. I think that'll work.
Another one from Twitter. Hey, Leo, when the Komets are on the road, do the crowds get as loud as they do in the jungle?
I would say last year in playoffs, Rapid City was pretty loud. So. Yeah.
All right, let's get one from the audience. Go ahead. What's your name and what's your question?
I'm Josie, and my question is, when did you score your first goal when you were a kid?
When did you score your first goal?
When I was a kid? On my first ever game. On my first shot.
Look at this guy. Good stuff. All right, that is the 2-minute power play. We appreciate it. Want to make sure I let everybody know that this entire show can be seen on our website, incnow.tv. Go to the Soundoff with the Komets tab. It'll all be up. It's also for you Xfinity customers out there. It's also up on demand. And that behind the scenes we had earlier, the whole entire 7-minute long flu shot thing can be seen. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.